y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a cleaning video for you. I went shopping on this day and I started with putting all of the groceries away. I did a grocery haul on all of the groceries that I got. I'll link that video down below if you want to check that out. But here I am just putting all of the groceries away. Our pantry was kind of a hot mess, so as I'm putting things away, I also was taking things out that I needed to get rid of and just kind of organizing it as I went along. As you can see, my little 9-month-old was helping me as I was putting things away. He always has to be near mommy when he's awake. So he crawled over to see what I was doing, and you may have seen him earlier. He was playing around on the floor right in front of the dishwasher too. So he is such a little cutie, and he just loves to pretend to help and everything. So there he is helping me out. After I put all of the groceries away, I pulled out Cade's snack box. We put it on the shelf in the pantry that he can reach, so that way he can just go in and pick whatever snack he wants whenever it is time for a snack. So I took all of the snacks that I had bought that day and dumped them in and kind of spread them out a little bit. And then I also took some of these muffins that I had bought for Jax. They only have about a week left before their expiration date, so I thought I would add those in there too. After I finished with that, I went back and I put the snack box back in the pantry, and then I moved on to break down all of the boxes from all of the snacks that I had put away. After that, I went ahead and took out the trash because obviously the trash can was very full, and then I also took out the boxes that I had broken down. And once we have a couple of bags of trash that have accumulated over a couple of days or throughout the week, my husband will take a trash dump run and he'll take all of our trash to the dump. That's one way that we save money, is we take our own trash to the dump that is pretty close to us, and we don't pay for someone to come and pick up our trash. After that, I moved on to the dishes. I first took all of our clean dishes and put them away, and then I took all of the dirty dishes that were in our full sink and put them in the dishwasher so they could be cleaned. And as you can see, Jax is still awake here. He had a late lunch on this day. We were kind of off schedule because of the shopping that I had done. He had slept in the morning, and then as soon as he woke up, we pretty much left to go shopping. So he hadn't had his lunch yet, so I just moved his high chair into the kitchen and fed him the first part of his lunch while I was busy doing the chores. After I got all of the dishes put in the dishwasher that needed to go in there, I went ahead and cleaned out both sides of the sink. I clean one side, and then I move all of the stuff that I have to hand wash to that side, and then I clean the other side, and then I start hand washing the things that need to be hand washed. So we use the Miracle 360 cups with Cade, and eventually will with Jax as well. And if you have these cups, I definitely recommend that you take off the little round rubber piece that is on the white lids. That is what seals the cup, so that way they don't leak out of, the top and the side. But stuff gets up underneath there, and I didn't realize that for the longest time. And then one day I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so gross. So I just use a knife to pop those out, and then I hand wash those as well separately, and then once they're dry I pop them back on. And I do this maybe once a week. I clean them just to make sure that they are nice and clean, and that way Cade doesn't get sick from mold or whatever grows underneath there. Ew, so gross if you think about it. Ugh. Next, you'll see I'm cleaning a bunch of syringes. We do have to give Jax medicine twice a day for a heart condition that he has. So if there's a couple days where I don't do dishes, you can definitely tell about how many syringes are in the sink. And I do like to hand wash those just to make sure they are super clean. Next, I moved on to wiping down all of the surfaces in the kitchen. I first started with the counters, and so I took everything off of the bar and I wiped it down, and then I moved over to the other side. I also saw that the microwave and the stove and the front of the dishwasher needed a good wipe down, so I went ahead and cleaned those as well. After the kitchen is clean, I just love lighting a candle. There's nothing that speaks clean like lighting a candle. Then I moved on to vacuuming. Whenever Jax gets done eating, because lately he's been making a huge mess, I find it easiest to just take my vacuum and put the attachment on it and vacuum up the big old mess that he makes. And then I spray down his high chair and clean that really good for the next time. And then I go through and vacuum the kitchen as well as our little eat-in area. And there's my little guy right next to me. He follows me everywhere I go, and he loves the vacuum. He loves to chase it and watch it, and it's just so cute. So I'll move the vacuum to a different area if he's sitting in a spot that I need to vacuum, so that way he'll go towards it and I can get the spot that he was just sitting in. And look at him pulling up on everything. He is just all over the place, and he is pulling up on everything and walking the furniture, and it's just so stinking cute. To finish up, I just needed to clean off Jax's tray, and I do like to wash that in the sink instead of spraying it down. I just feel like it gets such a better clean when I do it in the sink with my sponge and my soap. And what would a cleaning video be without starting a load of laundry? So I had to wash some clothes, and after I got done with starting that load of laundry, I noticed that my washer and dryer were like kind of sticky and just kind of dirty on the top. So I took my spray and my cloth and I wiped those down really well. I was going to fold the sheets that were in the dryer, but then I thought about it and I was like, man, I really need to change my sheets. So I was like, I'm just going to take these into my room and I'll change the sheets later. And would you know that those sheets are still sitting in my room waiting for the sheets to be changed. Isn't it funny how we say we're going to do things and then it doesn't happen? Does anybody else do that, or is it just me? After that, I went ahead and put all of these photo albums that were sitting on the love seat away. They were on the shelf of the bookshelf, but Jax, my 9-month-old, he was pulling up on the shelf and the shelf actually fell. Thank goodness he did not get hurt, but we decided not to put that shelf back just because he's going to continue to pull up on it. And so those photo albums needed to go somewhere else. So I found an empty spot in this little side table beside the couch, and I put them in there. Then I moved on to pick up the living room from the little mess that Jax had made. At this point, he is taking his nap, so whenever they're taking their nap, I do try to pick up the living room so that way when they wake up, they have a fresh, clean slate to make a new mess on. And then I also wanted to vacuum, so I did pick up those toys so that way I could vacuum. The last thing that I did on this day was clean the boys' bathroom. Their bathroom hadn't been cleaned in quite some time, so I figured it needed a pretty good cleaning. So I went through and wiped down all the surfaces, and I cleaned the toilet really well, so that way they would have a fresh, clean bathroom to brush their teeth and for Kay to use the bathroom in and all of that. And then also for when we have guests that come over. That way we have a nice clean bathroom for them as well. I did not clean the tub on this day because I do try to clean their tub before they take a bath at night. So that way they have a clean tub, and I just didn't need to clean it on this day. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new and you want to see more cleaning videos like this. I also do mommy style videos, I do vlogs, I do grocery hauls, I do some organization things. So if you want to stick around and see some more videos like that, please do. We would love to have you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye y'all.